The 16 most valuable 1992 Topps baseball cards. After decades of producing hundreds of brown, mushy cards every year, 1992 Topps baseball cards jumped the company forward on the backs of their bright, new, creamy white cardstock. Coupled with stellar photography, the old gum company reinvented themselves as a force to be reckoned with as the hobby rocketed towards the new millennium. Of course, everything back then was produced in quantities large enough to gag a Jurassic Park full of dinosaurs. So the cards have taken a hit in value over the years, as in most aren't worth much of anything at all these days, at least raw. But if you step all the way up to graded copies in perfect PSA 10 condition, well, then we're talking about some hunks of cardboard that still carry some financial heft. With that in mind, here are the most valuable 1992 Topps baseball cards, as judged by the recent PSA selling prices on eBay, starting with the low end. 1992 Topps Mike Mussina, number 242. Mussina turned in sort of a quiet, excellent career, never really wowing anyone during any particular stretch, but producing top of the rotation results for the Baltimore Orioles and New York Yankees for a better part of 2 decades. For his trouble, Mussina was elected to the Hall of Fame in 2019, and his cards bumped up the value scale accordingly. This early career issue is a solid addition to any 1990s collection. Value $25 to $30. 1992 Topps Manny Ramirez, rookie card number 156. For most of his career, Manram was one of the most feared hitters in the game, and he became an absolute legend for both the Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox. He even helped the latter club bust their curse and win the 2004 and 2007 World Series. Then came PED troubles and lackadaisical play, and suddenly Manny being Manny wasn't so charming anymore. Consequently, Ramirez has had a lot of trouble with the Hall of Fame vote, especially for a guy with 555 career home runs and who looked like a Cooperstown lock once upon a time. Still, this draft pick issue is Manny's top rookie card, and it just might be the most colorful of all 1992 Topps baseball cards. Value $25 to $30. 1992 Topps Cal Ripken All-Star, number 400. Ripken was coming off his greatest all-around season in 1991 and a shut-'em-up campaign that produced a .323 batting average, 34 home runs, and 114 RBI, and Cal's second American League MVP award, the first came in 1983. So of course he was an all-star, yet again, and Topps commemorated that occasion with this classic-looking card. Value $25 to $30. 1992 Topps Jim Thome, rookie card, number 768. The first Topps card of the future 600 Club home run member fittingly shows him waiting to take his cuts in the cage, wearing a batting helmet and smiling at someone off camera. It's pretty much how we all remember the jovial slugger from his days with the Cleveland Indians and Philadelphia Phillies, and Chicago White Sox and Los Angeles Dodgers, and Minnesota Twins and Baltimore Orioles, right? Yeah, it's also a very popular early career card. Value $25 to $30. 1992 Topps Top Prospects, Shortstops, Chipper Jones, number 551. Sure, Chipper Jones crafted his Hall of Fame career as an all-star third baseman, but he built his initial hype as a shortstop. Heck, he even returned to the hole for the 2002 and 2003 seasons. So it's fitting that Larry's first Topps Braves card, not really, but nominally, features him alongside such shortstop luminaries as Manny Alexander, Alex Arias, and Will Cordero. Value $25 to $30. 1992 Topps Kirby Puckett, number 785. Everybody and his brother loved Kirby Puckett's infectious smile, and this card gives us a huge nostalgic dose of it. Of course, it doesn't hurt that the picture shows Puckett as he looked during the Minnesota Twins' run to a second championship in 1991, or that Puckett is a Hall of Famer. Value $30 to $35. 1992 Topps Barry Bonds, number 380. This card should be a treat for everyone who can't stand to look at the beefier Barry Bonds from the second half of his career, as it shows a younger, lighter legend in his prime. And love him or hate him, Bonds still generates enough buzz to keep his cards on the most valuable lists like this one. Value $30 to $40. 1992 Topps Rickey Henderson, number 2. Thanks to an MVP season in 1990 and knocking off Lou Brock's career stolen base record in 1991, Rickey rocketed to the top of the hobby in his early years of the new decade, rubbing shoulders with Nolan Ryan on hot lists across the land. This eye-catcher shows a prime-time Henderson muscling his way through a swing, no doubt on his way to a race around the bases. Value $30 to $40. 1992 Topps Ivan Rodriguez, number 78. Rodriguez finished fourth in the 1989 American League Rookie of the Year voting, an auspicious Major League Baseball beginning for a 19-year-old who played only 88 games for the Texas Rangers that summer. Everyone figured there was much bigger things to come, and everyone was right, including Topps for slapping the Golden All-Star rookie on his 1992 base card. Value $30 to $40. 1992 Topps Cal Ripken, number 40. Before Iron Cal's breakout summer in 1991, there was plenty of folks calling for him to take some days off in the name of saving his body and boosting his play. Those D-Riders had not a leg to stand on once ripped through the American League pitching to the tune of 11.5 WAR at 30 years of age. From there, Ripken set his sights on a date with Lou Gehrig, and Topps was savvy enough to capture a bit of symbolism. Value $35 to $40. 1992 Topps Rickey Henderson Record Breaker, number 2. Another year, another Rickey Henderson record breaker card. Except in 1992, this record breaker wasn't ho-hum at all. Nope, this was the big one. The one we'd all been waiting for during the preceding decades. This was the card that celebrated the official arrival of King Rickey as the all-time stolen base leader. Like the man himself, this has plenty of fans. Value $35 to $40. 1992 Topps Ken Griffey Jr., number 50. You can decry the overproduction of 1990 cards all you want, but the companies truly started taking some artistic liberties with their products. Some of those really paid off, like this amazing horizontal shot of Griffey coming up after a dusty slide. Is it the most beautiful of all 1992 Topps baseball cards? It sure has a case. At any rate, it's great stuff that can bring a few bucks a few times over in PSA 10 condition today. Value $40 to $50. 1992 Topps Kenny Lofton, number 69. This isn't technically a rookie card, seeing how Lofton appeared on several issues in 1991, but it is his first Topps base card, and it does show him with the Astros, a marriage that happened so long ago you can almost see Nolan Ryan's sweat stains on the glass behind the speedster. With Lofton's status as one of the more notable Hall of Fame snubs in recent years, especially given the new standards set by some recent inductees, this already getting pricey card may have yet room to grow. Value $40 to $50. 1992 Topps George Brett, number 620. While collectors were pulling this card from wax packs through the 1992 season, Brett was busy putting the final touches on his run to 3,000 hits. When he passed that milestone late in the season, he only further cemented his future in the Hall of Fame and his status as a hobby legend, and his card statuses as hobby legends. Value $45 to $50. 1992 Topps Nolan Ryan Record Breaker, number 4. If there was anyone who could give Rickey Henderson a run for his money when it comes to setting records, it was Nolan Ryan. Year after year, and sometimes start after start, the ageless wonder always seemed to be knocking down some poor defenseless mark that had stood for ages before he blew through. On this particular card, the Ryan Express is blowing through another hitter's hapless at-bat en route to securing his 22nd consecutive season with at least 100 strikeouts. Value $45 to $55. 1992 Topps Nolan Ryan, number 1. There have been fewer hotter players ever in the game than the molten lava that was Nolan Ryan when he appeared on the first card of the 1992 Topps set. 7 no-hitters and setting a new record seemingly every time you take the mound will do that for a fella. As always, Ryan Cardboard sits near the top value-wise of every set that it's in, and he takes all the marbles here. Heck, if you're keeping score at home, old Nolan takes the top 2 slots among the most valuable 1992 Topps baseball cards. Value $50 to $60. Wax Pack Gods